Perdón.
Hello there. So, we are group number 4, and we are conformed by Miss Mildred, Miss Raquel, Mr. Jandri, and myself, Mr. Harold. And today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, which is the affective domain. But we're going to focus more on the level of valuing. So, as our first point, we're going to give a general explanation of what the valuing is. So please, next slide.
Let's begin by asking what is valuing. Valuing is the third stage of the affective domain. At this stage, students participate on their own because they see the activities as meaningful and enjoyable, and not because the teacher tells them to. They begin to understand the importance of learning English and develop a positive attitude toward it. And as they become more interested, they feel more confident and participate more actively and are more willing to use English both inside or and outside the classroom.
So the characteristic is the consists in the seven characteristics. Interest and motivations. The student shows he knows interest in learning English and participate in activities. The voluntary participation, where the student participate in English activity not only because the teacher asks them to, but because the genuinely want to participate. And the recognitions of the value of English is very important because a student begins to understand that learning English is important, can be useful in their life, studies, or futures. Commitments, um, the shows willingness to make effort and continuous learning even when facing difficulties. The approaches for learning, the student enjoys activities, shows and songs, games, histories, or conversations. The finalist reference is the students can express that like learning English or that they consider certain languages learning activities important. Next, please.
But what is the difference with other levels? Valuing the valuing is different from responding because in the responding level, students join class activities. In the valuing level, they like learning English and think it is important. Valuing is also different from organized. In the valuing level, children start to learn good values. In the organized level, they use these values to make good choice. Valuing is important because it helps children enjoy English, work well with others, and feel happy in class.
Okay, that's cool so far, but why is this level important for the emotional, social, and linguistic development of children learning English? Next slide. Well, we have three main components, which one is increases motivation. The second one would be improves communication, and the last one would be builds confidence. With that in mind, we're going to move to the next part so we can understand a bit better about this topic. Next slide, please. So we're heading into the second part, which is the case study based on a real life experience. Well, to keep in mind, we have the children's age group, which is from 6 to 7-year-olds, which is young learners. We also have the English competence, which is A1 English level, which is mainly basic vocabulary and grammar. The lesson's topic was classroom objects, vocabulary, plus and this and that grammar structure. And the objective was students use the classroom objects, vocabulary, and this, that to indirectly recognize possessions. Okay, so to avoid copying a long paragraph and pasting it, so I'm just going to talk from personal experience because this case study actually happened when I was developing my practicum at San Daniel Comboni School. So let's start with the classroom context. We are with 6 to 7-year-olds, so it's like second grade. Okay, so we were basically working on an activity in the book, and then we had to peel off some stickers. So that was the main activity that we had to complete, to peel them off and to put them in order. So that was the context, but the activities that I implemented were that of course, I gave the order to peel off the stickers, to find the page, to peel them off, but I noticed that maybe the quality of the stickers maybe bad quality, so students were struggling, so they needed help to complete the task. We are talking about a classroom with probably 85 to 88 or maybe 40 students. So it's a really big, crowded classroom. In this case, um, I was willing to help them, and I would say phrases like, okay, so let me help you, be patient and try again. Let's do this together. You can do it, like more like a positive reinforcement, and also make them feel not alone. Make them feel like someone is actually willing to help. But this is what is curious because the students' reactions to what I was doing was that they were imitating what I was doing. For example, if I went to a specific student and they would see that I would tell them, "Oh, let me help you. Please be patient. You can do it this way," and they would replicate what I did. So basically, yeah, they simply stood up and they were willing to help their classmates without me actually giving the order. So that's actually shocking because you don't see that often. Of course, I think that one student asked me about that, like, "Hey, can I help my classmate?" I said yes, but I didn't give like a general instruction. So what is the specific evidence of this? The specific evidence is that students independently chose to help their classmates without an actual instruction. So helping others becomes something that means something to them. So it's not like, oh, the teacher told me to do this. It was more of oh, I need to do this because this feels great. This feels like the correct thing to do. So they appreciate this and they practice this with more frequency because the next day I noticed the same thing. They simply did the same thing. So let's end this part with a brief explanation. Why is this valuing? Why this situation is valuing? Well, because helping classmates is no longer a classroom activity. It's not like in a specific instruction that I'm giving. It is more of a voluntary thing to do. And the value that they practice is because they believe that it is important and it should be practiced. Um, it should be something that classmates must do. Like the caring, the helping. So yeah, that's all I can say from my experience. It was very meaningful to me and very shocking as well, but yeah, it is what it is.
The reflection and the first question is why is this level essential for children's successful learning of English? The following level is essential because children become motivated to learn English and they enjoy participating, feel more confidence, and are more willing to practice the language. And when children see the learning English is useful and enjoyable, and they participate more actively in class and are not afraid of making mistakes. And this help they improve their communication skills and develop a positive attitude toward English, uh, toward learning English. For example, a child who values English may choose to sing English songs, use new words outside the classroom, watch cartoons or short videos in English, and even try to speak English with friends or family. This shows that the child enjoys learning the language and wants to use uh, it in everyday life.
The reflection too is what teaching strategy can promote this level in a TL classroom. Fun activities um, are some games, stories, histories, and role plays connect with interests. They choose personal topics and tell about them. The game small choices, encouraged opinions, constant positive reinforcement of effort. The uses visual and movement TPR and real and meaningful situations. For example, choose your favorite animal and say three sentences about where children see English as fun, useful, and personal. Continue, Yandri.
What difficulties might arise if teachers neglect this aspect of the effective domain? The, the teacher's affective domain uh, is because uh, it helps children enjoy English and they can also say good job and make every child feel safe and happy.
Okay, so with that in mind, I want to do like a brief summary of all of this. Basically, this level of the affective domain is that children, to put it into more simple words, is that they are aware of the correct parts of the in the classroom. For example, like to put a value into practice instead of just like thinking, oh, is it correct? No, they do it and it becomes a habit that they do. So in my case, as I share my case study, it's something that maybe when you start is unexpected. You don't understand what it is, but once you see the theoretical part in this presentation, you can actually see it, you can think of it and say, oh, so this is it. And this is what I should apply in the classroom. So tell us, are you recognizing the valuing level in your classrooms? Please let us know, and thank you for attending our presentation, our class. Bye bye.